And good day to you. Welcome to NCCU Live. I'm Keon Brown in New York. I'm grateful to have you here. Today is December 16th, 2020. So grateful for you to be here with us tonight. It's our season finale. We're grateful to have been with you for I don't know how many episodes. Let me bring in Bass. He might can shed some light on what we're up to and how long we've been doing this. What's up, Bass?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Keon.
Bass got a ring light, y'all. Bass got a ring light, boy. He lit down there, boy. What's up?
Man, Keon. It's been a blissful year, bro. I just wanna start the show saying it's been a blissful year. The vision that we just sought out for our fellow alumni. The first thing we just want to elevate our degree, and just how we did it. This is our last show for season one, and man, brother, I want to shout out to Kenzie McFadden. You did a phenomenal job. She's the person that's in the background that's holding me and Keon together and just making sure everything goes right. Just all our fellow alumni. I want to shout out Raven Arnold. She did a great job. Emily Chester, everybody that just joined, want to be a part of Eagles Alumni Network has been successful. This has been a successful show. We've grown into highlighting people and recording people and just doing a live show. And it's so important for us just to try to give back to our illustrious university. It's Eagles Alumni Network, and we try to do our best to be an advocate to our university, showing community. And just the number one thing, I just feel like, Keon, why not? Why not? Hey, listen,
Why
why
not?
not? Why not? At the end of the day, we can have a homecoming. We did a virtual homecoming. We try to do so many different things that can represent our university in so many different ways. And
Yeah.
I want to say I support. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for Kenza. I'm thankful for everybody that's been part of the EA and team. Shayna, I didn't forget about you as well.
Shayna, Pablo,
Shayna, Pablo.
Terrence.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, a lot of
But
people.
it's definitely been a movement, and I just want to say thank you for dear to my heart. Everybody have a good holidays. Look for season 2. It's gonna be bigger than what it was.
Yeah.
We're gonna start this shit off, more powerful. Keon, what you got to say, man? Brother, we this that we did. We tried our hardest with all the support that we had from the team, and we started, and we did in the COVID-19.
Yeah. Yeah. Look,
Anything's possible. Anything's
it,
possible.
anything is possible. This came from the want and the thirst to highlight Black people. To be honest with you, to highlight Black people as experts in their field, and why not highlight our alumni who are all doing amazing things. And I always watch the news and never see North Carolina Central University professionals as experts on television. So I felt like, we could do it ourselves. And so that's kind of where NCCU Live comes in and highlighting all of our alumni for what they do. So today we've got a great show. And yes, it's our last show for the season. We're going to take a break for the holidays, and we're going to be back in January. And we're really excited about all the things and all the changes that we're going to bring. We're leveling it up in every way. And we've heard from you. We hear what you're saying, and we want to make this better, and we want to honor you. So that's the whole point. So we're committed to doing it every week to see you here on EAN. So who do we have on the show, Bass, today?
We got Lynn Douglas today. We got one of our we definitely got a special guest that's coming on today. One of our special friends from the class of 03.
James Taylor.
All day.
Oh yeah, he's
All
here.
day. Listen, back in school, he knew it as Jersey. He knew basketball. He said Jersey all day. But he's a great councilman. We got some
11 years. 11 years as city councilman in Winston-Salem. Who'd have thought? James Taylor.
Listen. Hey, Keon, at first I said, James Taylor? Come on now. As Eagle football player too. We got to throw that in there too.
One of the
But
best.
you know, here's the most important part that we celebrate and we elevate our degree. So you can be an ex football player. You can anything that you want to do. You can do. So I'm excited for our show today, man.
Well, let
Much
me jump
blessed.
into some news. Let's jump into some news. I think people are coming in, so I want to make sure we go ahead and get everybody in. I want to, like, while you're here, let's talk about this. Eagles stand firm against UNC. That's our top story. Eagles in the news. Look,
Should have won that.
67 to 73 means we gave them a run for the money, and we coming for you, Targo.
Listen. Did you see the dunk? Did you see the dunk?
Them boys
Come
are
on
showing
now.
off. Yeah. I'm excited about that. Congratulations again to Lavelle Moulton and the entire team. We're going to try to get some of the athletes on in the new year. We're excited about y'all. We're here to support you. We're grateful. Here, I couldn't get the spelling or the pronunciation of this brother's name, but he is Gamma Beta from the Alpha chapter there
Yes.
on NCCU. Orlando Magic's name an Eagle as chief diversity and inclusion at his name is Isu Mayat. I butchered that, Isu Mayat, but so grateful for him. We'll try to get him on the show as well. All the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha, Gamma Beta, please, hook us up and let's get them on to talk about it. We're excited about that. Congratulations to that brother. Another Eagle soaring. Let's see who this brother is. Make sure I get it right. Thomas Stith. I'm messing it up today, guys. Sorry. Thomas Stith III being elected president of the North Carolina Community College System. So that's major news. These are major announcements. Eagles soaring super high, and I'm grateful for that. Well, a couple other things. This is huge as well. Come on, TikTokers. TikTok has gifted North Carolina State University $1 million to support students pursuing healthcare degrees. Now, I don't know if that's fake news or anything, but I saw it come across, so I had to share it. But if it's true, I feel like I need to do a we need to do an Eagle something for TikTok. Okay. Calling all Eagles, current, future, y'all need to do some TikTok. Let's go viral to celebrate TikTok giving the university $1 million. If that's true, thank God for that. What do you think about that, Bass?
Oh man, listen. Anytime that we can celebrate our fellow Eagles, and like something that we touched on today, anytime it's important to see our fellow Eagles in the news.
Yeah.
It's important, anytime we see it, let's just try to sit in. Let's post it. Why not? Come on. Let's post when we have the opportunity, because we are strong Eagles. And for one, we are a strong alumni. So Eagles Alumni Network, and let's support our alumni every day that we can. Support on the page. Why not?
Absolutely. Yeah, get on the page.
Right. You have the power. You have the power.
All right. There's a couple other ones, Bass. We're going to be live in DC for the inauguration. We're going to be live right here Wednesday night on January 20th. So if you're going to be in the area, we're working on some things with the Washington, D.C. alumni chapter of the NCCU Alumni Association to see what's going to happen during that time. Of course, COVID, blah, blah, blah. We want to make sure that we are together to celebrate such a historic moment in the history of our country. So we'll be reporting live right here on EAN. That's it. Let's get our guests in. Thank you, Bass, man. Love you, dude. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the work that you've done to make this thing happen. We're going to be back in the new year. So I appreciate you, brother. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.
Peace.
All right. That's Bass. Thank you, Bass. Thank you. All right, guys, let's get our first guest in. I think Lynn is in. Lynn, we're going to get you in, Lynn Douglas. Hey, Lynn, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Class of 2010, huh?
Yep.
Where are you now?
I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina, so I'm right up the road.
So tell us a little bit about what you're up to, and also how NCCU found you. So how did NCCU find you, and what you're up to now?
So actually, when I was in high school, I had never heard of NCCU. I mean, being here in Greensboro, I went to Dudley High School. So the only college I really knew anything about was A&T. And so I was a first generation. I know, right? I was a first generation college student, so I wasn't really exposed to a lot of college opportunities. And so I had a friend, Latia, now Boney, but then white, who was already at NCCU. She was 2 years ahead of me in school, and I knew she went there. She talked about how amazing it was, and so I decided to check it out. And I went to a college fair during the first semester of my senior year, and I had a great conversation with one of the admissions counselors, and it was kind of over from there. So they had me hooked in from the very beginning. I took my first campus tour. I fell in love with campus. It felt like home, and so that's how I ended up here.
Once the admissions counselors get you, or you step on the yard, they got you. So
They do.
that's awesome. So what field are you in, and what takes up your time since graduation?
So by trade, I'm a school counselor. I've been an educator for 10 years now, but I've been a school counselor for about 7 or 8. But other than that, I'm really tapping into my entrepreneurial spirit. That's what I really love to do. I co-founded a nonprofit consultant agency with my best friend that I met at NCCU, called Brown Girl Enterprises. And so what we do is we assist new and future nonprofit leaders with reaching their nonprofit goals. So anything from establishing their nonprofit to helping to restructure a nonprofit that's already started. That takes up a lot of our time. I also am the executive director of a nonprofit organization called Chosen Productions, which is a college access program for high school girls. And so what I do is I facilitate free college preparation curriculum to girls who attend Title I high schools. We've been doing that for 5 years now. And other than that, I mean, I'm a creative, so I do a little bit of everything. I like to write, have a podcast, so I stay busy.
We got to collaborate. We got to get you to work. We got some stuff that we can do together. I want to know. Yes, absolutely. With your work with young people, what are the biggest concerns that you're seeing as they are matriculated into college? What are your biggest concerns? What are they missing? What are some of the concerns that you're seeing consistently?
So in a traditional world, because everything's different right now, of course, but we are seeing, honestly, a lack of soft skills, a lack of the ability to critically think, the way that, we were accustomed to students thinking before. We're also seeing an increase in the amount of students who do not have significant writing skills. And those are some of the barriers that we really try to work through and push through with some, and not only in the school, but also within my nonprofit. It is extremely difficult sometimes trying to rewire and rework how students have already been accustomed to doing education and to doing life in general. So we try to fill in those gaps and to basically like give them those soft skills or those tools that they don't already have. It is very frustrating from time to time because we are always concerned when they graduate, how okay are they actually going to be when they get to campus? Are they going to struggle significantly as they merge and as they transition into the college experience? Those are some of our biggest concerns, really, those soft skills and those writing skills.
All right, Lynn Douglas from the class of 2010, North Carolina Central University, doing great work in the nonprofit and the education space. We appreciate you. Looking forward to continuing this dialogue. We need to get the School of Education on this and see how we can tangibly support that need that you're focusing on there. Thank you. Can you stick around? We want to talk to you a little bit later in the broadcast. Okay. All right, Lynn Douglas. Thank you, Lynn. All right, let's get queued up our next guest. I think we've got her there. Gabrielle is in. Let me grab her in. Gabrielle, you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
I'm well. Another class of 2010. What's going on? Y'all trying to take over? See, I got
we are the best class.
see, I gotta pull in. See, coming up after you, I gotta bring in the Amis era. You know what I'm saying? We gotta bring in people from 2000, 2004. That's the golden era. So I gotta bring in my people. So Gabrielle, tell me, how did NCCU find you?
Wow. Well, I was a first college generation student myself, and I just attached myself to a group of friends in high school that were very involved in Central, um, just life in general. And I just hopped on the wagon and was like, I want to go to Central too. And that's how I ended up at NCCU.
And what have you been doing since then?
Since graduating, I've actually I taught a little bit, but now I'm actually working alongside the NC Rebuild program, where I help to rehouse individuals in the state of North Carolina who have experienced any type of damage to their home, some type of natural disaster. Along with that, I actually am the executive director of Refuge Women's Project, which is a breast cancer nonprofit that I started in honor of my mom, just to kind of get the word out in support of minority women who are battling any particular cancer that is affecting them. And I'm also the second part of Brown Girl Enterprises.
Oh, oh, y'all taking over for real. Y'all trying to take it over tonight.
Yes, that I co-founded with Lynn Douglas, and we're just trying to help create more Black and Brown entrepreneurs, nonprofit entrepreneurs in the community.
That's excellent work. Excellent work. Tell us more about it, and how can we support you and get involved in it? Tell us more about that. Talk about some statistics on why this is so relevant and why you guys decided to do that.
Our nonprofit consulting agency.
Yes, the Black Girl.
Brown Girl Enterprises, yes. Well, the reason why we even started it was because Lynn and myself both started in 2016. And we were just talking amongst each other because we noticed that there was just a lack of information. And when asking, there's kind of like that spirit of competition out there. Nobody really wants to share. And the market seems to be heavily saturated, by our white counterparts. And there just wasn't a lot of education out there within our reach. So we wanted to create something where we could kind of get that information out to the community and they wouldn't have to go through all the hurdles that we went through. Since we know that most of the nonprofit leaders are African American within our community, we just wanted to help provide those resources that would get them over that hump.
What's the first thing that you tell a nonprofit or someone that's interested in a nonprofit creating one? What's the first thing that you tell them to watch out for?
Tell them to watch out for. Wow. I first like to just kind of encourage them to understand that nonprofit work is hard work. It's community work. And if you're really in this thing trying to get money out of it, you're in the wrong profession. This is something that takes time and it takes incremental change. And this is something that you are literally doing a grassroots movement. And if you're not a heart person and if you're not trying to see something grow, this is not the place for you.
I mean, it is nonprofit. You think you're gonna make money? I mean, sheesh.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
They think about them big Red Cross. They think about the big ones where the CEOs making $1 million. That's not that's not for real.
Right.
Oh, man. Well, Gabrielle Scott, class of 2010, thank you so much for being with us and sharing about Brown Girl Enterprises, right? And all the work that you guys are doing. This is incredible stuff. Stick around. We're going to bring you right back in after we talk to James and finish it up. So thank you for being here.
Awesome.
Representing the class of 2010. Come on, come through 10.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you in a second.
All right.
All right. Come on, 2010 is not the best class, but I do like 2010. All right. We're bringing to the stage class of 2003, Councilman James Taylor, one of my classmates from the golden era. Let's bring James in. Council member.
Keon, the golden era. I love it. That's true. We respect 2010, but let's go back to the gray era or the golden era, whichever one thing they're calling it now.
Whatever you want to call it, I just know there's something special about that time and anybody that was in it.
Agreed.
And that includes you. Since 2009, you've been a council member in Winston-Salem's representing the Southeast Ward. That's 11 years or more. You just got reelected.
A little over 11 years, right?
Yeah. How long have you been doing it?
Well, you know, I've been in community service way before the 11 years, but I've been on the city council for 11 years. Absolutely.
That's incredible. Congratulations on re-election. This is like
Thank
incredible stuff, man. And this is where you're from. You're from Winston-Salem.
Is there any other city except for Durham?
Well, I'm
I'm a little
Wilmington.
biased, but I don't know.
I'm from Wilmington, so you know,
Okay,
there
respect.
are other cities.
I am born and reared in Winston-Salem. Yes, sir.
So I have to commend you because you know anybody that goes back home, you know, to serve, as the ladies were talking about, community service, hard work. Anybody that does that is an incredible individual, and it takes a lot to go back home and serve. What was that like going back after your matriculation to NCCU to then serve your community in that way?
Well, it was actually the grand design. So I actually grew up maybe 2 or 3 minutes from Winston-Salem State University. So when you go outside, you're definitely going to hear the sounds. You're going to hear the game. You know, you're going to smell the fried fish. So I knew that I wanted to go to an HBCU. So I ended up going to North Carolina Central University because I truly wanted to make a difference in my community. I always say that we didn't own any gun factories. We didn't own any airplanes or boats. But yet, in that very same community, we found that the drugs and the guns made their way into our community. And many young folks that I grew up with, many of my friends, fell victim to the criminal justice system and the juvenile justice system. So I knew that Central had a world-renowned law school and a criminal justice department. So I wanted to go learn systematically what happened to my friends and neighbors and come back to my community, get to work, and make sure what happened to them doesn't happen to anybody else.
Wow. That's an incredible, it's incredible, the matriculation and the way that you got to NCCU and what had you be there. Shout out to Winston-Salem State too, because you know the chancellor there is an NCCU graduate, so we always have to acknowledge them.
He is
excited about that, and they just got a lot of money from I think one of the philanthropists. So I'm excited about when HBCU wins, we all win.
We all win.
But you know, I have to say, it like I said in a group chat today, it burns my biscuits when North Carolina Central is not included on particular list. So you know, I'm a lifelong advocate for our NCCU, for us to be everywhere we need to be. So you can count on me for that.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk about the golden era and the time that you were at NCCU. Of course, you were a part of an incredible football program and many other things. What was your matriculation like? What was your time at NCCU like? Describe your experience.
I think I had a wonderful experience at NCCU. I got to tell you, it's all about truth and service. And there are many different ways that people at North Carolina Central served their university. There are many people like you who did it through SGA or several other different programs. But, you know, I decided to do it by shedding blood, sweat, and tears for the university in the arena. I can say that, you know, whether you played sports or you didn't play sports, there was a huge camaraderie there. And, you know, I remember snowball fights. I remember Chicken Wednesday, Fish Friday, and it's just a family environment. And, you know, my time there was just a beautiful thing. And I think here's what we have in common. I think no matter where you were there, whether if you were there in the 70s, if you were there in 03, if you were there in 2010, you are a part of the NCCU family. And no matter what area you experienced it, it was nothing but love.
Indeed, indeed. As the political climate is changing now, 2021 welcomes a new president and the first Black vice president, an HBCU graduate. It seems like this is a new era for HBCUs. It's like a refreshing or a reintroduction, almost like let me reintroduce myself, Jay-Z.
Right.
Right. What are your thoughts as we enter into this new season for HBCUs?
I think you're going to see HBCUs grow like never before. When it comes to politics, you know, you're seeing HBCU graduates on the big stage. When it comes to sports, you're seeing folks like Deion Sanders and many other folks come to the big stage. So you're seeing athletes being recruited to these universities like never before. Lavelle Moulton, you see what he's doing, coaching for the Olympic team. So people in HBCUs, we used to be seen as sort of like the Chitlin circuit, you know, excuse me for saying that, but now we're in the big leagues. And I think that's important that we continue to highlight that. We'll
leave it there. Council member James Taylor from Winston-Salem's Southeast Ward. Thank you for being here, good brother.
Thank you.
I want to bring in our other guests, bring them in. We got Lynn Douglas, and let me see if we can bring in Gabrielle, partner in crime, Gabrielle Scott. There you are. You there?
Hello, ladies.
Yes.
Everybody, all the Eagles meet. This is where we meet up. thank y'all for being here. We want to do a rapid fire. Give me one thing in one word that describes your favorite outfit on Chicken Wednesday. Okay, one word. Gabrielle, go.
Oh, I got to go first. Oh my God.
Outfit. Describe your outfit. What's in one word? Your outfit, I guess. I don't know.
In one word,
Yes. Fly. Okay. All right, Lynn.
Dope.
All right. James had a uniform on, but what's yours, James?
Mine's going to be hyphenated. I'm going to say athletic paraphernalia. Can I get that hyphenated?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Come on, hyphenated. All right, man. I'm so grateful. We're running out of time, but I'm so grateful to have you guys in. We're gonna go round robin again. Which is just your final thoughts on this moment? Anything that you want to share? Any value you want to add to our listeners? Thank you for being here. I'm gonna start with Lynn. Lynn, what's your final thoughts?
I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be able to connect. Like you guys said earlier, it doesn't matter which era you went, and we were a part of the Amos era. We're not that young.
All right.
It's always love. It's always family, and so I'm just excited to continue to be a part of such an amazing network of people that have rich history and are doing amazing things in their lives and in the community. And I'm grateful for the platform and to be here with you guys.
Thank you so much, James Taylor. What's your final thoughts?
Well, I've heard at least 3 different stories, including my own, and every story was different. So I'll say that no matter how we got here, everybody is walking in their purpose. So what I'm going to say is COVID-19 2020 has presented a number of challenges. Just keep working hard, keep walking in your purpose. And, as much as we possibly can, let's continue to elevate North Carolina Central University. Indeed.
All right, Gabrielle, what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are one thing that I was able to take from Central is our motto, truth and service. And it's just awesome to see that even all these years down the road that we're still able to come together and see how all of us have continued to carry that mantle and just serve our communities. And I just encourage all Eagles out there in any way, whether large or small, to just find a way to serve your community and continue to serve your university. And thank you for inviting me tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you all for being here. Remember that we are celebrating 110 years of truth and service, 110 years. What an amazing time to be an Eagle. Also, if you have not yet joined the Alumni Association, go to nccualumni.org and join the Alumni Association. Come on, like $30 to $50 a year just because, right? And you can do a recurring gift at eaglesgive.com. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Remember that an eagle is no common, ordinary barnyard fowl. All right.
Yes.
Take care. Be safe, and we'll see you in 2021. Take care, Eagles.
Take care. We're proud of you.
Thank you. You too, bro.